Hello and welcome to final round action from the 2018 Glassblown Open, brought to you by Dynamic Discs. We're out here at Emporia Country Club. Huge card of players yet again. Big Sexy commentary, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
We've had Dream Cards round 1 and 2. We've got Dream Card round 1, 2, and 3. This has just been a phenomenal event for spectating, and just for the play has just been top notch. These guys have made this course, the Country Club and the Wind, look like it's just a child's play. And it's so exciting watching these guys throw these big long hyzers, big long straight shots, and making big putts in the wind.
Definitely. Hole 1, par 5, getting us started at 1,135 feet. OB on both sides, getting especially tight there by the green with the cart path just left of the basket.
And for the first time all weekend, the wind is actually completely opposite. We're playing off into a big headwind here, so this changes things a bit. We've seen Eagle go hyzer over the road the last couple days. Don't think that he's going to change that play. He's just going to go with something probably a little bit more overstable.
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like he is lining up.
And he's got that. He's got the power to be able to go hyzer and not have to get something flex to get down there in 3 shots. Nothing wrong with that at all. Probably good 380 to 400 off the tee. Again, just going to pick apart this hole, play it very methodically.
Definitely.
Sponsored by Drew Gibson.
Coming in tied for the lead at 17, Drew and Eagle. Looking for a young gun battle.
Yeah, and Drew just actually came from a funeral, dressed all in black today. Now, this is the story of the day for me, I believe, is can Drew win his first big tour event?
Whoa, Drew.
And this has just gotten way away
That's
from
got to
him.
be way out of bounds.
And I think that he was just feeling that headwind and thinking it was going to turn this disc over and trying to go for his same shot. But, you know, he did release it high, but that headwind just lifted it way further than he expected.
From Bremen, Germany. Sponsored by Discmania, the 2014 Glassblown Open champion, Simon Lizotte.
And Simon had a really hot start yesterday. See if he can kind of replicate that and get right back into it on this front 9.
Yeah, it was the back 9 that he came into a little bit of struggle, really specifically just one hole. Hole 13 took a triple bogey 6. Really should have taken a 4, but kind of lost focus for one shot. If he can clean that up today, he can make a really good push for the win.
Mm-hmm.
By Latitude 64, the 2016 and reigning world champion, Ricky Wysocki.
And you know Ricky must be loving it being out here. You know, obviously DD town, but also the site where he won his first Worlds.
Yep.
Obviously a place where he's got great mojo, great confidence being here at the Country Club.
And Ricky's a guy who actually struggled quite a bit in Emporia for a number of years. I can recall playing with him final rounds where he just lost focus and just started throwing shots out of kind of losing his patience on the course. And then he won the World Championships here, but he's never won a GBO, and I know that that's on his mind. He's going to come out here with a chip on his shoulder and try to prove that he can win this tournament as a national tour.
Drew going huge.
And the good thing about, I mean, it's not really a good thing that you throw out of bounds in the first hole, but getting a par on this hole is still definitely in play. I mean, he's going to be within short putter range left after that. And getting a 5 on this hole really doesn't feel...
It's not that bad.
It's not a terrible score.
And being on that left side, the silver lining there is that he has that great hyzer angle.
And in the first 2 days, round 1, this hole played just above par. Yesterday, it played just below. Today, things really changed. With this headwind, this hole went from playing at 4.95 to 5.26, so quite a bit over par.
Wow.
Big difference in the wind change.
And Rick throws it up, not quite near the OB green. That's a good place to be. He's probably 200 feet to the pin.
And finally getting up here to Eagles Drive, and sure enough, playing another safe hyzer shot. Getting plenty of distance, but not bringing the OB into play at all there.
Mm-hmm.
Really good play.
Yeah.
And that's about the furthest I've ever seen Ricky throw a harp, but that's still within range for his birdie on the first hole. Looks like Eagle's going with his gator here.
Perfect. Well, actually, a little shorter than it looked.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was 20 feet away, but that's right next to that 10-meter, what do you call those?
Tassel.
Tassels?
10-meter tassel.
10-meter tassel.
Drew trying to get that par after the OB.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that's great to see from Drew. 2 quality shots to recover after a really, really bad tee shot to start off the round. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Eagle.
What a great starting putt. You know, that's just your leader coming in, and now he's got the one-stroke lead over Drew, but that's not an easy putt. I mean,
No.
just inside 10 meters.
And Ricky a little low.
You know, Ricky's putt, it changes in the wind than the most players.
Yeah.
He has that that nose down putt, and typically we think that headwinds lift our putts.
Yep.
But when you expose the nose down so much, it actually does the exact opposite. So it's kind of an interesting thing that he's figured it out. He's really great at putting, obviously.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say 90% of people would say he's the best putter in the world.
Yep.
But it's a much different mechanic than the rest of us.
Definitely. Hole 2, par 4, 709 feet, playing uphill with OB on both sides, especially tight on the back right side of the green. 3 trees at the top of the hill to avoid on your upshot.
And as you can see, for the first time, we actually have a bit of a favorable win here, so we can see the players go a bit more aggressive. That being said, Eagle.
I think he stayed safe.
Oh my gosh.
He's loving it.
Oh, wow. It looked like he hit like the tuft of grass right where that flag is, maybe even hit the flag.
Yeah.
Very fortunate. Big shot there from Eagle, getting way up the fairway. That's going to be
Similar.
very similar shot to Eagles.
Little safer. Huge.
Mm-hmm. And if you see these guys are getting anywhere near the top of the hill, that's right about the 500-foot mark, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, this is enormous.
2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Getting the hyzer back
Oh, my
into the
goodness.
middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's making things really easy. I mean, he's going to be able to see pretty much the entire basket from there, which is a big advantage. You know,
Yeah.
that basket being over the hillside definitely plays tricks with your depth perception.
Absolutely. And Ricky makes the adjustment away from that bush and keeps it in
Yeah.
bounds.
That's probably a bit skinnier than he'd like, but a really good result. And bounds is all that matters.
And again, a great angle. Like once you
Mm-hmm.
once you know you're going to be in bounds, you might as well be really close to OB over there.
Yeah,
because
it doesn't
then
matter.
Then you have no trees in your way.
Sure.
Nice shot.
That's so hard to do, going down a hill to be able to throw a non-spike hyzer angle and just have it nestle at
Just
this
slow down at the perfect time.
perfect pace. An eagle with, I believe,
Whoa, that's deep.
yeah, that is quite a bit deep there. That's going to be at least 14 meters away. Ricky with a really nice touch there.
Mm-hmm.
And we still haven't gotten to true shot. Look at that. That is not the perspective most players are seeing on this hole.
No.
I mean, the hardest thing there is how do I not throw it too far?
Yeah,
Like, how
definitely.
How can I throw 180 feet?
Onto a little slope and
Yeah.
have it just sit.
Yep. You did a great job with there. I think that was a Firebird.
Eagle's not going to be happy with that approach. Let
Mm-hmm.
one kind of get away. Looks like he'll be losing a stroke to the card.
This isn't a hole that really stands out. as one of the harder or one of the easier. It comes in like right in the middle of the pack in terms of difficulty, but it's still, once you get your drive inbounds, I mean, I think that's why it plays as the middle difficulty. It's a pretty easy hole once you get inbounds. It's just probably a lot of players are going out of bounds off the tee.
And a good change, I think, to lengthen the pin by whatever they did.
Certainly.
75, 80 feet longer. Just adds a little more challenge.
Yeah, it makes it a true par 4.
Yeah. Hole 3, par 3, 430 feet downhill. Strong winds usually in play here. You have your choice of 3 options: up the middle straight at the pin, forehand hyzer, or backhand hyzer.
And look at this, Simon changing his play up a bit after round 2 hitting the early tree.
No. Oh no.
Worst case scenario. Just didn't really hit with that much angle, but man, just enough to...
Absolutely brutal thrower there.
Yeah, that's the all-time most devastating thrower we've seen.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Drew goes over the gap. Again,
It can't get the distance.
not going to get the distance. That's just not really...
I mean,
He
it
got
kind
the
of
distance.
did. It kind of did.
What?
But that's crazy.
Okay, we have a bit of a tailwind.
But you guys are seeing the 430 part, right?
And they can also see the downhill, but that's cuckoo, though.
Yeah, he threw that 3 times as high as Ricky's.
That's...
Oh, beautiful shot from Rick.
Gorgeous.
Just tapping.
making disc golf look so much fun.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look how far away that basket is. Look at all the difficulty, all the stuff in the way, and we're just going to throw a piece of plastic and we're going to get near it.
Ooh, this is kind of... Eagle's been too low 2 days in a row. This is almost too high.
What?
That's okay. It's okay.
I thought for sure that was going to be closer to out of bounds, but...
I'm surprised. Just 3 days in a row now we've seen Eagle just kind of smooth one.
He needs a coach.
He's not kind of hitting that forehand. Maybe...
He needs a Nate Sexton professor. The Professor Sexton is
I don't know,
business.
because he's beating me by quite a few shots.
Well, he could do better.
Well, maybe we all could.
And yeah, really not much Simon could do other than play a hyzer and hopefully he can plinko through the pine.
Just a layup for Eagle, low ceiling, downhill, OB behind it. No way you're going to run that in his situation.
Simon, on the other hand, will be running this.
Yeah, he actually needs to make this.
And that's going to be a double bogey 5.
Wow.
And Drew with the highest hyzer ever thrown in this hole. 38 feet. Oh, what a putt.
Hits it. Lowest putt ever, highest drive ever.
It was never actually over the cage until it got to the cage.
Beautifully done.
Well done. Very, very nice birdie. I mean, this is the third hardest hole in the course on round 3. Really one of the hardest holes on the course in terms of, hands down the hardest birdie. I'd say.
Yeah, it's up there for sure.
I mean, maybe hole 16. It's really hard to tell, but either way, it's just so difficult to get the distance right.
And Drew takes the lead there with that putt. Great job. Hole 4, par 3, 402 feet, OB on the right and left. Big hyzer is really the only option here. Just have to make sure the disc gets down, doesn't go too long or too left. Going for the height record here.
Whoa.
No, he just barely missed the record.
By about 70 feet.
Yeah, but not bad for a Firebird.
That's crazy. That's a Firebird?
I think so.
I mean, I think somebody mentioned that it was a CE Firebird. I don't think it's a CE Firebird. But it could be.
I think it's a Firebird. That's what I think.
I think people are just confused by CE. They think that means all champion.
There are some people, I'm sure, that think that.
Yeah, CE is a specific run of Champion Edition plastic from early 90s or early 2000s,
Yes.
late 90s. That's your disc education for the day. Or you can just watch these guys and they'll educate you for the rest of the round.
Yeah, do both.
That's kind of wide. As overstable as this is, it's really going to need to get left. Yeah, that's going to leave Eagle a lot more juice
in the pitcher.
In the pitcher than he'd like.
A lot more juice in the pitcher than he was hoping for. You want to have sort of empty, you know, just knock it back real quick. You don't want like half gallon in there. That's going to take all day.
You don't want to leave the hole thirsty.
Oh, wow. Could have been an ace run right there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That thing was swinging in nice. Going to be rewarded with a nice tap-in birdie for Simon. See if Eagle can make a big putt here.
Oh, yes. He gulps down every last drop of the juice.
And he's not leaving the hole thirsty, that's for sure.
No, he is fine.
See how thirsty Ricky is.
Oh, no.
Parched. Oh, Simon! Oh, man.
Wow. Simon is in some trouble here.
The Maverick is the newest stable to understable fairway driver from Dynamic Discs. Featuring a comfortable grip and a consistent flight, top pros and brand new disc golfers alike can find use with this disc. Pick yours up today from Dynamic Discs.
A little FollowFlight there in the ad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, Jomez might need a patent pending that one. I don't know.
Hole 5, par 4, 681 feet. One of the more difficult on the course as the green is just so tight with OB on the left and right and so many tree branches blocking your angle to approach it. These guys are going to make it look easy though because they're going to throw it past those trees 500 feet away.
And the bravest photographer on tour, Alyssa Van Lanen, right there.
Anything for the shot.
Yep, capturing the shots from all angles.
This needs to sit. Oh, no, it doesn't. It just needs to go. I thought it was going to go a little bit too far right. I was wrong. It's another huge crush. This hole is like not an issue at all for Drew. He's just putting it up there so far.
Mm-hmm. And Eagle going with the safe sidearm play off the tee again here, and that's
this is pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to get plenty of distance. That's going to put him in position to throw probably, I don't know if he'd go with the gator.
I don't think so. I think he'll go driver, but he'll have a little slow swing driver up high.
The trees won't be in the way. And this is Ricky's lucid enforcer that he really likes for this type of shot. Can crush it flat, have it hold a little bit of turn, but really fast, and he's up the fairway quite a bit there.
That's nice.
Really good shot there from Ricky. And our feature card has made this hole look just...
It's been ridiculous.
Silly easy. Simon is maybe a bit frustrated, and he's just going to go for the biggest shot of all time on this hole. I mean, what are you doing?
Unreal, man.
Okay, that's officially the furthest drive we've seen on this hole.
Don't they, like, it's like they don't know there's OB.
Where?
Near the basket on the fairway. It's just like they're just throwing it away.
Everywhere?
Like they don't understand the OB. They don't know it's there. They don't care. It's incredible.
Yeah. And Eagle knows OB's there, but he did not find it. Yeah, surprising to see him go with a low inside route. I thought that he would have trusted that over the path, but
yeah,
probably taking into account that a bad shot with that is a much worse than a bad shot going the other way.
Sure. Got
to know your misses.
Great shot from Rick. He'll be about 25 feet.
Yeah, and then that's the same line. I mean, Eagle had an even better line than that one. That's kind of what I was expecting to see, but either way, we all play the game different ways, I suppose.
And Drew just chipping up here.
Yeah, I mean, again, how do you throw short enough is basically the question.
And Simon's like thinking about dialing up a run at this.
Yeah, why not? We saw Ricky chain out yesterday. And I mean, he certainly knows at this point. It's way too early in the round to say you're out of it. 6 strokes back, though.
He's in big trouble.
He's got to get something going. He can't miss many more holes.
No.
Oh, man.
Good effort from Eagle there.
My money would have been on him making it. He's been putting so well at that distance.
But Drew looking to take a 2-shot lead.
Wow. Quality birdie from Ricky.
It's a styling shirt.
It is. It's got a lot going on. It's a I'm not here to play around type shirt.
Yep.
Well, he is here to play around.
but he's not playing round.
Yeah, he ain't playing round.
Hole 6, par 3, 324, going uphill with OB on the right side. Probably one of the easiest holes on the course. I think it statistically has been the easiest hole.
Yeah, until today, actually. It's dropped all the way to the second easiest hole.
Okay, so these guys have their work cut out for them here. It's just a medium-sized hyzer with nothing in the way. For Drew, it probably classifies as a small hyzer.
Yeah, small to medium with the Firebird. You got to kind of put move on it. Some players like to club down on a shot like this so they can throw it harder, just for timing. Throwing a soft shot is nice in the woods, but out in the open, I feel like a more predictable play is to keep the same pace every time. So you're throwing 75 to 80% power.
Yeah.
On almost all shots.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful shot there from Ricky, swinging in there with a nice hyzer. And we've called this disc an FD3 all weekend. We're just going to keep calling it that.
Yeah, I'm almost sure we're right. And that's not as close as he would like.
Yeah, that's a lot of empty glasses right there.
Is the juice good or bad?
I don't know yet.
I'm not sure.
I haven't figured out whether the juice is something you like. I don't know.
Now he's got no juice, and Eagle had that whole pitcher of juice earlier.
Wow. Man, they're both out there thirsty, and that's really surprising. I mean, Seigel. You know what? I'm going to call them collectively, they are Seigel.
Yeah, Seigel is outside the circle.
And that is not what Simon can do. Already, he's 6 back and looking to go down 7 after Drew steps up and taps in his birdie.
And Eagle needs to stop the bleeding here. Not that he's making bogeys, but Drew is hitting shots.
Wow.
Eagle up again. You never like that feeling.
Yeah. Well, he's taking par here, but Drew with the chance to go up 3 early, just playing really solid golf. Let's see if he can make this putt.
Oh, no.
And that really was not the routine that I see from Drew. It seemed like he knew the situation.
It's the moment. Yeah, I think he knows, to go up by 3. Like, this is mine now. You start to, and how can you not? That's a very difficult place to be. Drew is a fantastic player, but not someone who has that signature win to this point. So there's so tough to be in that moment and not let it change your approach.
That's why winning on tour is so difficult. It's not just about skill, it's about the mental ability to make it about what you do and not what everyone else does.
Yeah, definitely. Hole 7, 659 across the valley, OB on both sides, but the fairway is pretty wide. I'm gonna be looking for some birdies here from these guys. This hole has been giving them up.
Yeah, and we have a tailwind on round 3, and that's going to allow players to perhaps go for that high shot that I've been looking for them to go with.
You want to hear a story about Paul Macbeth?
Sure, tell me a story about Paul Macbeth.
So he just went crush, full McBeast over the tree, and then he just legit putted it in. Like, he didn't throw it in, he just putted it in.
He got a 2 yesterday on this hole?
Yeah, he just putted it in. It was like he got to his lie, it was way up there, and he's like, this is about as far as I can putt. And I was like, well, you better make it. It was not even that close, honestly. Drew's closer than Paul.
That is insane. That's the shot that I was looking for. That's unreal.
Yeah, but Paul was probably 30 feet worse than that, and then he just made it.
Okay, well, let's see if Drew can do that, because he's putting himself in position to do so with
laser beam here.
I will give that, without question, the farthest drive I've seen on this hole for Drew.
Oh, yeah. It's 659, and he might not be 59 feet from the pin.
Yeah, that's insane. And Eagle, going with the high play. He's gone with the low play down the middle, rounds 1 and 2. And, with this wind allowing the players to get up in the air and
huge.
Push it up the fairway, it really makes this hole a lot easier.
I think being past that first tree is a sign of an awesome drive. And Eagle, these guys are getting past the second tree, the third tree.
Yeah, they say, I guess the locals say, if you can see your drive.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that almost skips in. if you can see your drive over the hill,
Yep.
then you've crushed
bottom
it.
of the valley.
You're in a great place. And these guys were way
They're
past
100
visibility.
feet past that.
Yeah, hundreds.
Eagle just a little jumper.
Yeah, most people are definitely throwing their second shot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's uphill.
We're going to see 3 jump putts. Oh my goodness. And one actually is trying to make it. I mean, the first 2 Seigels were layups.
Oh, not quite the commitment.
Yeah, maybe that was kind of a layup as well.
Yeah, Paul was having kind of a rough round to this point. He had taken a big number on a couple holes, and then he just two'd that one, just like he meant to. You know, he just was like, you know what, I'm not doing that good. I'm just going to rip it down here. And then he kind of just called it before he made the 100-foot putt. It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. And routine work here for these boys. This is actually the hole that came in at the easiest.
Yeah, I would have been pretty surprised by anything other than a star frame. The way these guys are throwing the disc, licking their chops at a chance like this to be that close on a par 4. Easiest birdie you can imagine. Hole 8, par 3, 555 feet downhill. This one is decision time for these guys. They all have the power to reach it, but is it the smart play given the wind, given all the OB down by the pin? I bet we'll see a few of each, maybe a couple layups and a couple goes. Obviously, Simon is in ace or die mode really now.
And Wysocki's only 3 back. I don't think he's in the attack mode where he has to go for it. But that looks like a pretty aggressive... That was an aggressive line.
Yep.
I think that was going to be in that range where it was halfway aggressive, halfway
40-footer maybe, if he doesn't hit anything.
And Drew doesn't
I'm expecting a layup here from Drew.
He's got that Firebird in his hand.
And he needs to be careful this doesn't lift too much to the left. Oh,
wow. Living on the edge out there.
That is scary. That path is definitely OB. That would be a huge mistake.
Little Aerosmith reference there. Oh, Simon knows. No. That's got to hit.
Water or what? What do we think?
That's got to hit something.
Oh, shoot.
That is close to the edge. That is the PD2 he's been throwing all
At least
event.
he'll be able to get it back.
He'll be able to get it back. But yeah, that is out of bounds. Really not within 70, 80 feet of the line he was looking for. And that is the play right there. If you have a good forehand and you can throw a low line drive through the gap, that is the best way to stay in bounds, in my opinion. And keeping it in the fairway right there, not going to take anything crazy here. No need to go for anything big. Just keep yourself in position.
Nice layup from Rick.
He really knows how to throw that nose angle so that when it hits the ground, it just goes,
Yep.
I think it makes that sound. They should rename the harp to the
Easy work for Eagle. Drew should probably have a similar difficulty shot. Just chip it up here. He kind of looks like he's thinking about something, though.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, not really. Who knows? If I knew what Drew was thinking, my life would be a lot less complicated.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the difference?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Through the trees. Great height.
And a similar distance to Simon's par putt on hole 16 yesterday. Just the slightest bit low.
Man.
Really great run there. Did anyone see that? Yeah, we saw it, Tommy.
Yeah, we all saw it. Hole 9, par 3, 549. Really a tweener. It was so difficult to two this hole. You got OB on both sides, tons of distance, low ceiling, up and over a hill. How many twos have we seen on this?
We just saw 2 from round 1.
And none in round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Let's see if one of these guys, I really don't think anyone but Simon has any incentive to really try.
Yeah.
But Simon trying is a beautiful thing. I think he he might be able to get up there.
Yeah, and from what we saw yesterday in the front 9, we've seen the exact opposite from Simon. We're really going to need to see him tap into that front 9 round 2 on the back 9 round 3.
Yeah. I mean, Simon fans, I think, we can admit to ourselves now that his ship is sunk.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Speaking of sinking ships.
There it goes.
That is a bad shot there from Drew. I mean, really, there's no need to throw anything that can skip on this hole. Everything wants to funnel towards that water OB or towards those sidewalks. You really need to play wide with the hillside and use it as your friend. He doesn't really throw the forehand that much, but it wasn't a terrible shot, just a little bit off his line, and he's going to pay the price.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in coming in at par, if they're going to call this a par 3, this is the hardest hole on the course for round 3.
Flex. No. Yeah, good. That'll be a long putt.
Yeah, he's past the line of trees. That's going to give him a 70-footer, maybe?
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe a little more.
Yeah, but definitely within his nose-up range.
Absolutely.
Oh, Ricky.
Ooh, swinging her wide.
Opting to go with a driver approach.
Must have been feeling some wind.
Mm-hmm.
Or the low ceiling.
Yeah, low ceiling with the harp there is really difficult. Not surprised to see him go with the driver there. Eagle with a little bit more airspace, just throwing a little gator shot up there perfectly.
Gonna close the gap, most likely here on Drew, unless he can pull out some magic from 150 feet right here. And now he's just gonna lay that up smartly, limit the damage, maintain the lead.
And try to find his sunken ship.
Yep. Oh, man.
Best look at birdie we've seen all weekend. Yeah, the only 2 birdies all weekend. I'm going to call them beagles.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, just call them eagles. I mean, 2? Just 2?
Yeah, just 2.
That's eagles.
Josh Anthon and, gosh, I can't remember the other.
Some guy that's awesome.
A superhero.
Yeah.
Ryan Norton.
The man.
Ryan Norton.
I don't think I've met him.
Kansas Ryan Norton.
I don't know that I've met him, but I know he's cool.
He's a cool guy. I like Ryan.
There it is, the front 9. Hot round. Our hot front goes to Ricky, actually.
Yeah.
Drew and Eagle still battling for that top spot, but Ricky is right there. Simon falling off just a bit. But it's fun to watch Simon go after some stuff on the back 9. These guys are going to have some drama.
Yeah, if you want to see a great back 9, tune in for what we have coming. It's going to be awesome.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another week of great coverage. We've got giveaways. We got them back from Simon. He swam in the pool. They got that nice chlorine smell to them. These are the perfect discs. If you want to win these things, first off, make sure you subscribe to Jomez's channel. I'm subscribed. How could you not be subscribed? Jerem's subscribed.
I'm subscribed as well.
If you want to win these discs right here, comment on the front 9. I got a Destroyer. I got a Rock 3.
And if you want these, comment on the back 9. We got a Mako 3 and a Destroyer, and I believe that's a Rock X3.
You're right, it is a Rock X3.
So, either way, these are some sweet discs. Simon's dove the bottom of the pool for you to have these in your collection. So make sure you comment, subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, guys.
These freaking dummies don't know they could comment on these videos and win 4 discs.